I'm Tyson with Backcountry Treks, and I'm wearing a waterproof breathable jacket made by Mountain Hardwear. This is called the Quasar Lite, and this has probably been one of my favorite shell waterproof lightweight jackets that I've ever worn it. And I like it for a lot of reasons. One is the fit. You can see it's a pretty big jacket, which I really like that. I can fit a lot of things underneath it. Now, what they specifically geared this jacket for is alpine climbing. Fast ascents where you're doing a lot of really high aerobic activity, you're sweating a lot. This jacket's gonna keep you nice and dry, both outside and inside. They're using an air permeable fabric along with their Dry.Q elite technology. Basically meaning that this thing's gonna breathe like no other, but then if you're out in the elements and it's raining, it's also gonna keep you dry. Now I like this jacket because it's extremely packable. I can throw it in my camelback if I'm going on a mountain bike ride, or if I'm gonna take it out on the dirt bike, I can throw it in the pack that I have, and I can compress it down, and if I hit any kind of weather, I can easily throw it on whatever I'm wearing over it, and it's gonna keep me dry. I also like it though because it's an extra layer. So even if I'm going mountain biking and the temps drop on me and maybe I'm doing a big downhill descent after climbing for 4 or 5 hours, I can throw this guy on. Even if it's not raining, it's still gonna be a little bit extra for me and keep me that much warmer, which I love. Now the arms on it are nice and long. You can kind of see as I stand here and stretch my arms out, nothing's moving here along with the hem on the bottom. The jacket doesn't move up when I'm just stretching my arms out. Also with the arm, how it's cut, it's a little bit longer on the top of my hand than it is on the bottom. So if you're grabbing stuff, the sleeves aren't gonna get caught underneath your fingers, which is always a really nice plus. I've got 2 pockets on the front, which are very large, easily accessible. If you're wearing a climbing harness or a backpack and you've got the hip belt on, you can still get into both of the front pockets. They also double as ventilation zips. So this doesn't have pit zips in it, which is gonna help to cut the weight down, but then you can open up these 2 fairly large zippers on the front and it's gonna cool your core down really quick. Another thing I love about it is the hood. This is a helmet compatible, so when you throw it up, it'll easily fit over a climbing helmet. But what I always find with hoods, they're usually adjustable somewhat, but no matter what in the end, when I'm moving my head, it always seems like the hood is getting caught one way or another. But on this particular hood, I've got 2 different adjustability points on the back of it to really get a nice and tight fit around my helmet. And then on the inside, I also have drawstrings for the side of the hood. So you can get this guy tightened down around your helmet to wherever you're moving, the hood's gonna move with you. There's nothing worse than turning your head and having the hood right in your side of vision. Now on the inside of the jacket, I have a nice mesh pocket on the left side that just has some elastic on the top. You could easily stick a Nalgene bottle or anything like that right there. And then on the right side, I have a zippered pocket that would be a great place for anything that you don't want to lose because it's zippered in. Now along the bottom of the jacket, I also have a drawstring to bring in the hem and make it nice and tight. If you're out in the gnar and you need to tighten it up because you don't want anything getting up into your core, you can easily do that. It is a 2-way zipper, so maybe if you have a climbing harness on underneath and you want to put the jacket on over it, you can easily zip up the bottom a little bit and you'd still have access to your belay loop or anything like that. So it's definitely something easy that you can throw on as you're climbing and on the go. You do have Velcro on both of your arms at the wrists, so you can get a nice tailored fit there so that nothing is going to get in your way as you're moving your arms up or down. Again, this is the Mountain Hardwear Quasar Lite, and it is one of my new favorite rain type jackets. It's extremely light, very packable, something I can wear year round. It's not just my alpine climbing jacket, which I love. I hate buying a piece of gear that only has one purpose. That's not the point with this one. You're gonna get months and months of activity out of this, or possibly year round, depending on where you are. Something I'd highly recommend. Thanks for watching. If you guys have any questions or comments, please be sure to leave them below and we'll get back to you. I'm Tyson with Backcountry Treks.